Hey, what's going on? This is Axcella with TGN. This week I have a little bit of an abbreviated video, but it's something kind of cool that I don't think many people have seen, unless I'm completely wrong. But anyway, it's something that I came across a couple of weeks ago, and I just started trying it out. Sort of been working. It's called, well, I call it concussive-trapping. So basically, you know, your scatter shot and all your other keep somebody in one place CDs are on cooldown, and you still need to trap somebody. So you use concussive shots to slow them down, and you throw a trap a little bit in front of them. Because, I mean, from what I can tell, it's pretty much meaningless just to throw traps at somebody, you know, running. It's going to be very rare that you actually hit them. But this way, you know, you slow them down, you sort of keep them in one place. I mean, they're still going somewhere, but they're not going anywhere fast, and you can sort of line up your trap with where you think the person is going to be in a couple of seconds or whatever. So basically, you need to account for a little bit of lag and a little bit of, you know, this person is going to take steps even though he is slowed. So here it is. I'm going to show a quick clip of it and basically just go through exactly the few steps that I'm doing. All right, here we go. I'm dueling my pally friend outside of Stormwind. I have him dotted like a pro. So he's moving around a little bit right now, casting exorcisms on me. Here he starts to move. I cast my concussive shot, shoot the trap a little bit in front of him. Looks like I don't get him, but I actually do. And he sticks in the trap, and I break it, and I start shooting him for a little bit. So originally I wanted to show the hunter trapping, or the concussive trapping rather, in a BG, but it got kind of silly. Like, this is my 15th BG or something, trying to show the right angle, I guess you could say, of it, because, you know, half the BG would either like run on top of it, or it would get cleansed in half a second, or I'd get stunned every time I concussive shot somebody. So it was just getting a little bit silly. It's very, very situational, and it's more of an arena technique. Oh, this mage's running away. It's more of an arena technique than a BG technique because of those reasons. And I don't know if you noticed, or you probably didn't, but I'm not on Dark Spear anymore. I'm on Kel'Thuzad now, so my teams aren't really stable, and I don't really want to do videos with them just yet. I'm not exactly happy with them. Anyway, besides that, so what I want to basically finish this video with is a little bit about what's changing for the hunter class in the next patch. If you watch my personal channel, I do this pretty much at the end of every patch, or, you know, in between patches. I believe it's set to come out the 29th. This is a pushback as usual, so they've already done their 2-week pushback, so I'm pretty sure we can expect to see the patch come out Tuesday the 29th. Anyway, I'll get into that right now. So I'll pretty much just read off the patch notes and tell you guys what I think about them while I'm doing nothing here, pretty much in this AV. So the biggest change, I think, is the change to all MS effects, or the healing reduction effects, because they affect hunters, but it also affects everybody else that has one of these. They're changing it from 10 to 25. They're bumping it up, because at this point the 10% thing, it's pretty much not useful. Nobody's using them anymore. I don't even have Widow Venom on my bars because it doesn't make sense in pretty much any case to use it. The focus that I spend on that ability would be better spent, you know, in an arcane shot, doing damage to somebody rather than decreasing a couple hundred healing from even a big heal. So they're bumping it up. They're bumping all that up 25%. That's BM Tree Widow Venom now reduces the target's healing received by 25%, up from 10%, and Monstrous Bite reduces the target's healing received by 25%, up from 10%. That's the pet ability. Other than that, Animal Handler increased attack power by 30%, up from 25%. And then they just did some other changes, AoE changes, and Froststorm Breath now does approximately 20% more damage, has an increased area of effect. So those are the BM changes. What Blizz is basically trying to do is put BM, and Survival for that matter, which I'll explain in a little bit, on par with the damage that you can do in Marks, because right now, especially in PvE, you can't compare to the marksmanship damage, and they want everybody to have a choice. They don't want to force anybody to go one spec if they would prefer to play another one. They're trying to balance everything out. So those are some of the steps. They changed some of the attack power scaling, and then in survival, very simple explosive shot. The damage from explosive shot has been increased by 15%. So basically just trying to put it on par with marksmanship damage. That's a lot of damage for one ability, for a main ability. That's going to tick for a lot more now. I think you're going to see a lot more hunters going survival, and a lot more hunters going BM for PvP. I've been starting to see that now in Arena, depending on the comp, especially like if it's a double DPS, like a Ret Hunter 2v2 team, because it is kind of bursty with the Beast Wrath and such. And now with the increased damage and the extra healing reduction, I think we're gonna see a lot more of that. So that's about all I have for this video. So that's about it for this video. Unfortunately, not too much happened in this AV. I was really wasn't trying to go around and cap things. I was trying to concentrate on what I was saying. But if you have any questions, or if you disagree with anything I said, which is completely possible, definitely. Oh, we just lost. Leave a comment, or on TGN, or this video will also be on my personal channel. Check that out. Check my blog out. I'll leave the info at the end of the video. And thanks for watching.